Death Star, man.
Nobody calls Han Solo a bitch.
Bring him on. I prefer a straight fight to all this sneaking around.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
Oh, come on, bro. It's the wars.
So we're back for another week of Star Wars and the Bad Batch, and they hit us with a feel-good episode. This is The Wars and More. I'm Joe. Of course, with me is my good buddy Doug. Hey, Doug, how you doing this week?
Doing pretty good. Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
You feel good after this episode?
I mean, I thought it was a feel-good episode.
Okay.
Like, they're all friends again.
Yeah, well, yeah. Throughout the whole episode, though, you know.
Oh, I mean, it's Star Wars. I mean, everything's going to go to shit in the middle.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was a feel-good. A happy ending.
Okay.
But
I'll give you
yeah.
that. Yeah.
All right. So, other Star Wars news first. We got to order the things.
Oh, yeah. All the Star Wars news. Got it.
Yep. Okay. There's no Star Wars news. I'm just kidding. Close though.
Close. Yeah.
All right. So I was gonna say I'll start with the little one. They're all little ones.
They're all little. Yeah.
So Star Wars Twitter. My bad. X.
Right.
Old habits, you know.
Yes.
Hey, at least I didn't say X, formerly known as Twitter.
Well, you just did.
Well. So the Star Wars X. Wait, what do you call it? The X account?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Elon. This name sucks, but I'll call it what it is. But the name sucks. But the Star Wars X account caused a little bit of a stir because, I'll just read the post here.
Okay.
It says, "Hello there, physical media fans."
Okay.
Which, first off, your Star Wars page, okay?
Right.
Star Wars fans are physical everything fans.
Yes.
Action figures. We don't want digital action figures.
You are correct.
Although they would buy them.
I was just thinking that. Yes. Star Wars fans would buy them. Yes.
But anyway, it says Obi-Wan Kenobi, the complete series, and Andor, the complete first season, are coming to 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray. So,
okay,
what causes a stir is Obi-Wan Kenobi, the complete series. The packaging says Obi-Wan Kenobi, the complete series.
Okay.
So everybody's like, they just confirmed that they canceled Obi-Wan.
Canceled?
It was like, canceled? Well, they never said there was a season 2, so they didn't cancel nothing.
Right.
I guess it kind of confirms they're not going to make a season 2.
It's the way it sounds, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, my guess is this is going to be a collectible someday if you get it.
Maybe.
Because it's going to say the complete... It's going to be like misprinted money, right?
So here's the thing, though. Here's what you got to realize. There is nothing leading us to believe that there's a season 2 in the works because we don't have Ewan McGregor out there going, hey, I'd love for them to ask me to do a season 2.
Actually, he did that.
Did he really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He actually asked fans to write them letters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, he did that.
Oh. Well, recently?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, never mind.
Fairly recently. I didn't write a letter because, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm good either way.
That's where I'm at with it, honestly. I mean, unless you're going to do something completely different, you say, we have, why am I blanking on his name? Qui-Gon.
Liam Neeson. Thank
you. He's signed on for 8 episodes of season 2. It's like, okay, it's a good start. If you don't have that, then, okay.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to be like, all right, what are they going to do to Qui-Gon?
Right.
Let's see it.
What could they do? He's already dead.
I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I know. Oh, and also, Hayden, have him signed on for a few episodes as well.
See, that I'm on board for.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I really like the way Hayden portrayed Vader.
Yes. I agree there too. I think given some more time, playing the full on dark side of Anakin, it would become, our Vader. You know what I mean?
So, I gotta ask before I say something that will probably make a lot of people mad. It was Hayden in the suit for all of it, right?
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
So, let's just say this. If it's Hayden in the suit, and let's just say if it's not Hayden in the suit in some of those scenes, then this guy is the guy I'm speaking of.
Right.
But I felt like Vader in Obi-Wan Kenobi, the movement, everything, was the most menacing Vader we've seen to date.
Wow.
I'll say it. I liked his movements. I liked the way he stood. I liked his stance. I liked everything about him.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I mean,
I think the motions had a good amount of, okay, he can do more than you think.
Right. Yes.
But at the same time, still showing that slow, menacing Vader kind of vibe,
Right. That slow, almost Frankensteinish kind of, yeah.
And then here's the other thing. The swings, the lightsaber swings, all that stuff.
Yep.
I felt like the power of Vader was telegraphed better.
Yep.
Okay, he's not doing a bunch of fancy stuff.
Right.
But there is some strength to what he's doing. So I thought it was the most menacing Vader they've had. And if that's Hayden in the suit, you need more Vader and Hayden.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep. Totally.
It was damn good.
I couldn't agree more. I would love to see that. I'd love to see Liam Neeson. But ultimately what we're saying is that, if they do a season 2, it's what we probably feel season 1 should have been. So,
Yeah. I mean, they could have put Reva on the cover
of season 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it just said it's Reva season 1.
Right.
Or I shouldn't say this, but I will. We got Reva, the complete series, and then starting next season, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
We're going to do it.
Obi-Wan and the Inquisitors. I don't know.
I shouldn't say that. There was a lot of good Obi-Wan stuff in there.
It was, but a lot of it got overshadowed, Young Leia Chronicles. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That probably did it more than Reva.
Yeah.
While Young Leia was good. She was damn good.
Absolutely.
But I'm here for Obi-Wan.
But yeah, that's the thing, right? Here we just mentioned a couple characters who take center stage from the title character, It's yeah. And I'm not looking for a show to be one note or anything. But yeah, more Obi-Wan, thank you.
Yeah. All right. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. We talked about Respawn's Star Wars first-person shooter.
Right.
Well, scratch that.
Aw.
It's gone.
Come on.
I think I even joked and said, hey, it's gone. It's not going to happen. It's going to sit on the shelf next to 1313.
Yeah, I think you did, actually.
Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner over here.
Yeah.
Respawn's Star Wars first-person shooter has been canceled.
Right.
As EA moves on to focus on owned properties.
Yes, which... Okay. From a company point of view, I guess you can understand that. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure Star Wars ain't cheap.
Exactly. There are licensing fees involved for sure. But, dang.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'd say
With
the
you.
big losers is the 5% of the company that lost their jobs, but, you know.
Yeah. It's going around.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say this. I mean, you know, the problem is that everybody's sitting back waiting for another Republic Commando, right?
Yeah,
And-
good luck.
And you're talking a Mandalorian-esque first-person shooter.
Right.
Guess what that's going to be like? Republic Commando.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, it's. I saw it getting compared to, like, people were saying it's going to be like Dark Forces, which is also cool.
Right.
You know, Dark Forces was good. It's no Republic Commando.
So, oh, it's funny you mentioned that. Because I think I think they're doing something with that.
Doing something with what?
Dark Forces.
Oh, are they?
I think so. Remastering it.
Oh, of course.
Available now on consoles and PC. Yeah. So,
How do you remaster that game?
I don't know. It's from 1995.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Although, okay, I mean, admittedly, I did just buy Diablo 1 and Diablo 1 remastered. Or no, maybe it's the original game. I don't know if the remaster's not. But either way, I just bought like Diablo 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 1. I'm like, wow. I just gave them $8 for some. Wow.
Right.
I'm playing it and I'm like, man, this sucks.
Oh.
It's great, but it sucks.
I gotta tell you, I might have to get this game.
Dark Forces?
Yeah, it'll be available on PS4, 5, Xbox One, Series X, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So,
Series X, what a waste of resources.
dude, I was playing this. I think I had like 16 megabytes of RAM playing this game.
Yeah.
That's
And not much more on your hard drive, you know? Like,
right. Oh, I think it was. Oh my God, I can't even. I want to say 120 gigs so bad, but I think it was 120 megabytes. Something like. Wow, something stupid. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think Dark Forces, so 95, yeah, it was definitely CD-ROM time. But,
Oh yeah, totally.
But dude, it was actually running partially off your CD-ROM.
Yes. Yes.
You know, it was those days, you know, where that disc would be spinning up like a bat out of hell in your
Right. You're loading each level as you off the disc. Yes.
Yeah, your computer's over there at 5,000 degrees.
Yep. And you have to wait and wait.
Yep.
Yep. But I will say this is probably my first true introduction to an FPS that set me on that path of gaming, which I still like.
Oh yeah, I mean, Dark Forces was great. It was great especially, you know, for the time. It was amazing.
Absolutely.
It's funny to say now. It's like, I remember, like, man, Doom is so sweet. Now you're like, wow.
Oh my God, this is
I
horrible.
was easily amused.
Yes, exactly.
But I mean, hell, I was 8 years old. Like, oh, dude, Mario Brothers, so real.
Right.
They got his arm swinging when he runs. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Sorry about the rabbit hole here, but you know.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. There ain't nothing else to talk about.
Nice.
All right. So, The Mandalorian
Yeah.
and Grogu.
Both of them?
Yeah, together.
Oh, in a movie. Gotcha.
In a movie.
Yep.
What is it you got here? Something about California and...
Oh, yeah. Right. So, okay, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie lands huge tax credits from the Golden State of California. The Golden State. I don't know. Apparently,
Didn't they dig up all their gold?
they got golden pockets too, because
Oh.
they're going to give tax credits of $21.7 million for the film. So, which
Hell yeah. COVID dollars hard at work.
exactly. Yeah. You know what I want? I just want a meme, you know, of, you know, Watto. Yeah, Republic of California credits no good here, you know? That'd be
Right.
hilarious. I don't know. Let's see.
My tricks don't work on me, only money.
Right, I need something more real. So they'll be estimated to be hiring 500 crew members for this movie, 54 cast members, 3,500 background players.
3,500?
I know, wow. And they'll be filming for 92 days in California. So, Mandalorian is aiming to be the first Star Wars movie to be made, to be 100% made in California. Huh.
Ew.
Yeah. That's a little concerning.
Yeah. Star Wars is kind of a destination film.
Yeah. It is true. I don't know, unless you got like a big wall of pictures that you can stand your actors in front of. You know.
Like, imagine it. We're in California, but we're not.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of volume. So how? Let's just put that in perspective, though. Like, how does that look on the big screen?
I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty good on TV.
Right.
But yeah, the big screen is going to be a whole different story. Now, granted, you know, we have to give them credit to where, you know, we're a few more years down the road. It might be even better now. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I'll say this. You know, they changed television essentially forever.
Yes.
And I say television loosely, but
Yeah. Streaming television, yeah.
they changed streaming television forever with the volume and the way they shot The Mandalorian and what you can do with the budget.
Yep.
They pull this off in film. This changes the film industry forever.
Yeah.
And maybe it's already being utilized in other projects and we just aren't aware.
It's possible.
But if not, and this is going to be the first feature film to use so much volume stuff heavily, this could change the game.
Yeah.
And let's be real, the movie industry needs it right now.
Oh, the movie
Because-
industry needs something right now, that's for sure.
Because films just are not doing what they used to.
No. It needs the movie industry needs a shot in the arm for sure. Maybe it can be Star Wars to do it. Who knows?
Well, I will say this. Dune did pretty well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dune Part 2 just opened this past weekend.
Yep.
So domestically it made $82.5 million.
Okay.
Global tally so far of 182.5. Now, these are not pre-COVID numbers.
No.
This is a pre-COVID failure right here.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, if you weren't approaching, I guess they are approaching 200 million.
Yeah, but I mean, you think of a movie on the scale of that.
Yeah.
I would expect somewhere 4 or 5. You know what I mean? That's ooh.
Let me just see. What is Dune's budget?
Oh, this could be interesting.
That tells the whole story, right?
Yes. That's how much money did it cost to make, and how much can you bring in? And
oh wow, they're doing really well.
Oh yeah. Do tell.
I mean, given Dune's, scale. Did you see part 1?
No, didn't make it through it.
Okay. Well, I'd say given the scale of the movie, $190 million budget is pretty good.
Okay.
So they did it. They did actually budget that film because they got some pretty good visuals.
So,
but it says it needs to make 500 million worldwide to break even.
Okay. Dang.
So $190 million budget. They need 500 million to break even. That's wild.
I have been seeing commercials for it a lot.
Yeah.
So that means
which means it's not Star Wars.
Promotional, yeah. Promotional materials do cost a lot. So. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like it's not a horrible start. And comparatively, I mean, to what movies have been doing recently, it's a damn good start, actually.
Yeah.
$182 million opening weekend.
Right.
So. But yeah, we all know how that slows, and getting to 500 million from a $182 million opening weekend, that's a tall ask.
It's a tall order, and the window in which they have to do that in nowadays is a lot smaller. As far as theaters go.
Right. And how many theaters are constantly running old movies again, right?
Oh, that's amazing. Yes.
So, well, yeah, I guess new strategy. Let's film in California.
Yep.
Only California.
Think about it. If you can bring the cost of making a movie down, then it doesn't have to do as big a numbers in the box office.
I'll say this though.
Adjusting for the, the times.
I'll say this though. I mean, just fueling cast vehicles in California would probably break the budget.
Oh yeah. Like $6.50 a gallon or something.
Yeah. So like,
ouch.
Yeah, there's definitely cheaper places.
Right.
We should be filming in Michigan.
Sure, I would love that.
So yeah, all right. Bad Batch, you ready?
Ready.
All right, what do you got?
Hey, it was a feel-good episode. You said so.
I felt that way. I felt that, you kind of had this bit of a rift between Hunter and Crosshair, and obviously, good reason. He tried to kill him.
Right. So here's the thing that got me is the episode opens up and they're just all hanging out together again. It's like, you know, yes, there's a rift between them, but you know, they let this guy back on the ship. Oh, hey, here's your sniper rifle back too. Go practice.
Right.
You know, it's like, what? This guy was like on the other team. I don't know.
Yeah, I like, and their way to explain it is Hunter's like, we shouldn't have given him back his rifle.
Right. I don't know. Some of that could have been like fleshed out a little better, but you know,
Don't disagree.
it was okay. They do keep like really pointing out, putting it in your face that he's got like his handshakes going on, which is affecting his aim. So this has got to play into the story coming up here somehow. I'm just waiting for it. Thing is, he's like any typical dude, right? It's like, hey, you should get that checked out. Nah, I'll be all right.
All right, I just got to ask.
Yep.
Why is his trigger hand shaking
I don't know.
affecting his shot so much while he's posted up?
I don't know. See, that's another flaw in it because, you know, technically, if your left hand is steady in that and you got a good cheek weld and it's up, you know, tight up against your shoulder, you only need your finger, you know?
Right. Like, he wouldn't, like, I understand his rifle's got a pistol grip there.
Yeah. You don't even
But-
need to use it.
But if he is the sniper
Yep.
that he's supposed to be, his right hand doesn't need to be on that grip until he's ready to pull the trigger.
Exactly.
So he can be posted up, lining up his shot without his right hand there at all.
Yep. Now,
Now, if he was freehanding it, right? Like, he's not on some sort of base,
right.
makes more sense.
Yes.
Because you're using both hands and arms to stabilize.
Yes.
But you got a stabilizing, object in front of you that you're posted up on. Like, this is bad.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Let's be real here. It's a cartoon. and we're not supposed to think about that stuff. But
I know.
It's-
But that one was just like,
I hear you. Trust me. It's there are some details that are a little frustrating to watch like that, but yes. It is Star Wars, so I am a little more forgiving with Star Wars in my suspension of disbelief in some areas, right? So
well, let's just put it, Doug, you're a mechanic, just like I am. Let's just take the whole gun blaster element out of it, right?
Yep.
We've all had days where, trying to do something, we're a little shaky.
okay, yeah, sure.
Trying to line something up or do something, and your hand's just not as steady as you'd like it to be.
Uh-huh.
You ever steady that by just leaning that arm on something?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, he
Yeah.
leaned on something
Sure.
that
Yeah.
would take care of the problem.
Yes.
I mean, it'd be different if his whole arm was just jerking all over the place. Like,
The
but
thing,
it's just a handshake.
it's for sure it's a storytelling device. It's gonna come up later. That much we know for sure. I mean, it's just a way for us to like, hey, notice the problem with the hand, because it's going to be a problem later somehow. That's all. But how? I don't know.
I'm calling MacGuffin. It means nothing.
Interesting.
I don't think they address it.
If they don't, then they could have utilized that time in the episode for better things.
I'm saying they don't address it. I'm just
Interesting.
just seems like one of those things to me that they're putting in there for whatever reason. It's not gonna play a factor.
All right. I think it's got to come up. I think it's got to come up later on in the season because
Okay, yeah, he'll probably miss what's his name?
Hemlock.
Yeah, he'll miss Hemlock. That's all it's gonna do.
Well, that would count.
That would count, but it's not gonna be anything but that. He's just gonna miss a shot.
Yeah. I think that's the key.
Yeah, but they'll never flesh out why. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think it could cause a little thing between Hunter and Crosshair. Like Crosshair's really trying, but he misses the shot. And Hunter's still used to like the old Crosshair, never misses a shot. Yeah. And he's thinking, "Oh, are you doing this on purpose? Are you infiltrating us? Are you still working for the Empire?" All that kind of stuff maybe.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do that though, I'd like to see less of a understanding at the end of this episode then.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I feel like that was executed in a way like, okay, we just know now. We're good.
Right. And,
As opposed to a forced like, okay, I can do this.
Look, Echo has seen this before. This time there was no blood, so maybe they didn't really work it out yet. That was a good line. I like that one.
Yeah. There's no blood this time. It's progress.
That did make me chuckle.
I'll tell you what, they've turned Wrecker, he's always been kind of this way, but they've turned him into a big old teddy bear.
Yeah.
He just runs over and hugs him.
Oh, yeah.
He's always been that way, but he's really pouring it on now. Hell, even the Omega trusts him, so do I.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because, I found myself missing a little bit, the Wrecker who's like, let's get in there and break stuff, it's
right.
I don't know, because you're right. He's a little more like a teddy bear, like you said. It's interesting.
I was waiting for him to go out there and punch the worm,
Right, something like that. Yeah.
It was an interesting change, though. You got to distract this big worm, though. And you didn't send Wrecker to do it.
Right.
Wrecker seems to always get those jobs.
Yeah.
No, he's the one sneaking around back to do whatever.
Well, what was it? Flip the breaker on the fuse box or something?
He had to prime the breaker, like in Jurassic Park.
Is that a thing in Jurassic Park?
Yeah, they had to work the switch to prime the breaker.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I doubt it's actually a callback. It's probably just the way you prime certain breakers.
Maybe. I don't know. It's weird.
It's just not stuff I work on.
Yeah, me neither.
Could be a thing. Could be total bullshit.
Right.
I don't know. If it's total bullshit, it was probably a Jurassic Park callback.
Right. So, they do show Crosshair with these clone helmets. And he's like, they're piled on the floor and he sets them up on the crates, kind of, making a, I don't know what you call it, like a
Shrine?
Shrine, yeah, to these fallen clones. And it's like, the Crosshair we had last season wouldn't have cared really, not until, it's the fact that they fell prior to him getting there, that base or whatever, was irrelevant to him. But like the one that he saved when he shot that officer and all that,
Yeah.
that's the one that mattered, you know?
Well, that was the moment that
Yeah.
he realized that,
Yeah.
the clones are just
Expendable. Yeah.
expendable and dated.
Right.
Exceeded their usefulness, right?
Yep.
So, for some reason, he thought they cared about good soldiers. No, they care about the soldiers they want.
Right. I think he got the understanding that no matter how much quote unquote good he did for the Empire, he would always just be a clone and have to probably like work twice as hard as any conscripted trooper, CT trooper, you know.
Oh, I mean, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So, other than that, I mean, anything else stand out here?
Not really. I mean, pulling off the mission, everything fell right into place. They all work together the way they should, and they've had years under their belt working together. So, and they, it all kind
Which
of
I'll
worked
say
out,
this. Which I'll say this, now that we're here in episode, 5?
Yep.
It was nice to see a Bad Batch-like episode.
Yes.
Where you got the Bad Batch.
Right.
So that was it's really been a thing missing since really season 2.
Right.
They were almost always kind of separated except for the one where they lost Tech.
Right.
So it was always like 2 doing a mission over here, 3 doing a mission over there.
Yep.
It was never the whole crew, and this one was the whole crew. And I like that.
Yeah, that was good. So the other thing that I did take note of is when they're kind of getting a lowdown on Mount Tannis, from Omega and Crosshair. She mentions Emery, and she goes, she's a clone just like us, or well, like me. And it's like, there's obvious differences, but I almost feel like they wouldn't have said it that way if it didn't mean something. Going back to last episode where, they're talking about the false positives and the tests and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, it could be an anomaly just like Omega, and it's like, I think they're hinting at something there too. Not sure what yet, but.
Well, I don't necessarily like the way they've gone with that.
Okay.
Mainly, one, there was this kind of unity with Omega because she's a clone just like them.
Right.
And now she's different than them.
Right.
And that other one's just like her, but she's an anomaly. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? So
They're leading up to something. And I'm curious as to what this difference is, other than, the obvious ones. But it's
Well, you can add that to the list of stuff you're never going to get an answer to.
I'm afraid that you're right about that. And I don't want you to be right about that. You know what I'm saying? But I am afraid you are correct.
I am 100% confident.
Yeah.
I should change that. I'm 99.99% confident. So there's a 0.01% chance that I'm wrong here.
Right.
I don't think that'll ever get addressed. I think this is it's just a misstep and a forced effort to make clones different as opposed to the way they did it in the Clone Wars.
Right.
The Clone Wars got individuality out of clones without forcing it.
Exactly.
And they are trying to force it at this point. They're trying to make sure they have individuality.
I think you're onto something there because we have 8 episodes left of the show, period. Right.
Right.
I mean, if there's going to be some sort of big revelation, anytime, let us in on the gag.
Well, there's only one thing that I could think of that would make this make sense and why they're highlighting that and why this would be a thing.
Yeah.
Is Omega is one of the attempts at Force-sensitive beings.
Right.
And it was because of that attempt that she's different.
Okay.
And I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, it would explain a lot, everything, I guess.
But then that opens a whole new can of worms, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, does midichlorians in the Force actually change the structure of your DNA?
Right, right, exactly. That's the thing, Yes.
I mean, I shouldn't even be saying that at all because Star Wars and science, right? It shouldn't be a thing that we're talking about.
Exactly.
This is supposed to be fantasy, but if you're gonna just tease this and then just say, "Oh yeah, it's because they tried to make her Force sensitive." Well, how did that make a difference?
Right.
Just say that. Don't tease it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we don't get all speculative.
And that's the thing, though, right? I mean, if that's the thing, then it's not as big of a surprise as I think you were hoping it was going to be.
I'm about to say something I shouldn't say.
Oh, do it.
Oh, I shouldn't. I'm going to make fun of Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, hey. It's not an uncommon thing.
Well, here we got these clones, right?
Yeah.
All being cloned from Jango Fett, including Omega.
Right.
But they're trying to make a Force-sensitive being. And we all know the Force is female.
Oh, that's right. Huh. It's funny because you could, it sounds weird, sounds funny, but with what we've seen, it's it's not out of the realm of possibility, yeah. Huh.
Like I said, it's not a comment that I would normally
Hey.
But hey, you're gonna tee it up like this and tease and do all this crap.
Right.
I just gotta speculate. Wait. The person in charge said this.
Well, she was wearing a shirt, that's for sure.
Yep. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I hopefully this is going to be something. There's going to be some sort of, revelation that comes to light that makes us all go, "Oh, okay, now it all makes sense." And you know, I'm at this point. I don't see what direction that's going to come from, because, you know, the only thing that seems like it could happen is the Force stuff, and what do we do with that? Because we all kind of
And revealing Omega's last name.
Oh, Palpatine.
Palpatine.
Yeah.
Or Skywalker, one of the two.
Oh. Don't even. Oh, they took the DNA from Luke's hand, and oh wait, we're not there yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little early. But with the world between worlds,
You're right.
Palpatine was able to travel through a time gate,
Yeah.
grab Luke's hand,
No. So.
bring it back, and say, "Here, see if this works."
So where we are in the timeline, what would it be? Who would it be? I mean, I don't know.
Darth Maul while he's imprisoned.
Oh, it could still be Grogu.
It could be Grogu.
Could be Grogu.
Absolutely could be Grogu.
Oh my God. Do you think they'll do that?
Yes.
Wouldn't surprise me either.
I mean, you could ask me that about anything. Like, you think they'll do that? Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Well, we'll see. I think the shaky hand thing is definitely going to come into play later on in the season. And I think it might cause a rift again. And I don't know. I just hope they have something good for Omega. You know, something more than just, oh, she's Force sensitive. It's like, really? Because we weren't all thinking that from season 1, episode 1. Okay, you know, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We got, did you say 8 more to go?
Yeah, something like that.
So we'll see as it all shakes out. I mean, we still got Ventress coming, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Somehow.
We'll find out.
So, yeah.
Hey.
Well, all right.
Yeah, okay. No, I was just going to say real quick, Ventress coming back from the dead, which means I bet you Tech's still alive. So, anyway.
Think so?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. You think they
I
might
was
do
of
that,
the
Joe?
opinion. I was of I was of the opinion anyway that, you know, you did not ever see any confirmation of Tech being dead.
It's true.
You know, I mean, they freaking cut Darth Maul in half.
Yeah,
that dude was still alive.
Yep.
With spider legs.
Right.
So, Tech being alive, not out of the realm of. I mean, nothing's out of the realm of possibility.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I mean, we could still see Starkiller, right? Like,
right.
Never know.
Yeah.
You know, they got this tech from Vader's failed clone program.
Exactly. Oh God. Yeah.
You know, Vader's clones, they all just kept going good.
That's true. Yeah. Interesting how that is.
Yeah. It's almost like he was leaning towards the light anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe Vader's DNA wasn't the best. No. But yeah, well, if you have anything to add, you can always email us, show@thewarsandmore.com. It's the best way to get a hold of us. We're also on social media at The Wars and More on X, facebook.com/thewarsandmore. You can find all that and all the ways to find the show over at thewarsandmore.com. Any final thoughts this week, Doug?
No, I think that about covered it.
All right. We will talk next week.